Hello everyone, in this session we will learn about how to identify the subject and the predicate in a sentence, which will be explained by me, Namiani. Before we start to identify the subject and the predicate in a sentence, you should learn and understand about clauses. There are two types of clauses, namely independent clause and dependent clause, and I will focus on explaining the independent clause. So it is defined as a group of words with at least a subject and a predicate that can stand alone and express a complete idea. Thus, what is the subject and the predicate? Yeah, so subject is the part of a sentence that tells what or whom the sentence is about, and it is in the form of noun phrase. Meanwhile, predicate is the part of a sentence that tells what the subject is doing or what the subject is, and it is in the form of verb phrase which include finite verb. For the note, finite verb is the verb that carries the inflection form of tense, gender, and number, singular or plural, and it should be in agreement with the subject. After knowing the definition of independent clause, a subject, and a predicate, now I will show you the example of independent clause along with its subject and predicate. The example is, Sasa's sister smiles beautifully. The subject in this independent clause is Sasa's sister, which is in the form of noun phrase. And the predicate in this independent clause is smiles beautifully, which is in the form of verb phrase. Okay, I will explain further about this example. But before that, you should know what the phrase is. In quick review, phrase is a group of words that go together but do not have a subject and a predicate. Therefore, in this case, the subject consists of noun phrase because the head word or the main subject is the sister, which is a noun, and it modifies by the word sasas. Similarly, predicate consists of verb phrase because the head word in a predicate is a finite verb. In this example, smile is the finite verb because from the previous explanation about the finite verb, it can be seen that the word smile agrees with the subject, in which the subject is singular, so the verb is also in the singular form, which is from the word smile without s to the word smiles with s. Furthermore, one independent clause forms a simple sentence. Therefore, how to identify the subject and the predicate in a sentence? There are three steps that can be used to identify the subject and the predicate in a sentence. First, check the finite verb. You need to check which verb that assign the inflection form of the tenses and in agreement with the subject. Second, check the conjunction. To check the conjunction, you should pay attention to the type of sentences such as a complex sentence that has subordinate conjunction, a compound sentence that has coordinate conjunction, and compound complex sentence that has coordinate and subordinate conjunction. Therefore, a subordinate conjunction is always used to introduce a subordinate clause, meanwhile a coordinate conjunction is used to combine two or more independent clauses or main clauses into a compound sentence. The third or the last step, spot the subject and the predicate. So you can easily spot the subject and the predicate if you have done checking the finite verb and the conjunction, and always pay attention to the punctuation and capitalization. Alright, to help you understand the three steps in identifying the subject and the predicate in a better way, let's do some exercise. First example, spot the subject and predicate of this simple sentence. The sentence is Avita plays a bass guitar. The finite verb in that sentence is plays. As you can see, the verb is in agreement with the subject, which the subject is singular and the verb also in singular form. For the conjunction, There is no conjunction in a sample sentence because it only consists of one independent clause. Furthermore, after checking the finite verb and the conjunction, we can spot the subject, which is Avita, and the predicate is plays a bass guitar. So the predicate is starting from the finite verb to the rest of the sentence. Next example, spot the subject and predicate of this complex sentence. The sentence is, Avita plays a bass guitar while sings a song. There are two finite verbs in this complex sentence, namely plays and sings. So, first finite verb belongs to the independent clause Avita plays a bass guitar. Meanwhile, the second finite verb belongs to the dependent clause while sings a song. So, its clause, independent and dependent clause, has its own finite verb. Because this is a complex sentence, it uses subordinate conjunction which connect the dependent clause with the independent clause. The subordinate conjunction in this complex sentence is while. Furthermore, after checking the finite verb and the conjunction, we can easily spot the subject, which is Avita, and the predicate, which is plays a bass guitar while sing a song. In addition, we can identify that in the predicate there is a subordinate clause, or it can be said as a dependent clause, which is while sing a song. Another example, spot the subject and predicate of this compound sentence. The sentence is, Avita wants to be a musician, but her dad tells her to be a scientist. In this sentence, there are two finite verbs which are wants and tells. For a compound sentence, it consists of two or more independent clauses which are connected by coordinate conjunction. So the coordinate conjunction of this compound sentence is but. Therefore, this sentence consists of two subject and two predicate. First subject is Avita with the predicate wants to be a musician, and the second subject is her dad with the predicate tells her to be a scientist. Last example, spot the subject and predicate of this compound complex sentence. The sentence is, people in ancient China and Japan had a form of soccer, and even Rome had a game that resembles soccer. In this sentence, you need to know which part is an independent clause and which part is a dependent or subordinate clause. For the compound, it can be identified by the use of coordinate conjunctions such as find boys consisting of for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. As we can see that this compound complex sentence use the coordinate conjunction and to connect two independent clauses. The first independent clause is people in ancient China and Japan had a form of soccer, and the second independent clause is even Rome had a game that resembles soccer. Next, you can identify the subordinate clause marked by the subordinate conjunction, which is found in the second part of the sentence. Yes, so this sentence use the subordinate conjunction that. Therefore, we can identify that there are three finite verbs in this sentence, which are had, and the second had, and the third resemble. So the first finite verb belongs to the independent clause. People in ancient China and Japan had a form of soccer, and the second finite verb belongs to the other independent clause, which is even Rome had a game. And the third finite verb belongs to the dependent clause, which is that resembles soccer. Thus, this sentence has coordinate and subordinate conjunction, which are and that. After that, we can spot the subject and predicate of the sentence. There are two subjects and predicates. The first subject is people in ancient China and Japan with the predicate had a form of soccer, and the second subject is Rome, with the predicate had a game that resembles soccer. In addition, as we can see in the predicate too, there is a subordinate clause, or it also can be said as a dependent clause, which is that resembles soccer. Okay, that's all from my explanation about identifying the subject and the predicate in a sentence. And this is the reference for the explanation, which is taken from the book At a Glance by Brandon 2011. Thank you.